Good morning, October 3rd. It's 9:30 in the morning here in Prescott, excuse me, in the sim room. Yesterday we lost one of our cameras, so we were messing around with this Sony and we moved it and we lost volume for half a day. So we figured out why. Hopefully this one doesn't freeze up as it did yesterday a couple times. We're still trying to resolve that issue. Anyway, we ordered a new webcam. Should be here tomorrow, so back in dual video mode. Hopefully tomorrow. Jim and I got a lot done yesterday. I've been ordered some new bolts. We ran out of 3/4 inch stainless steel cap head screws. My mistake. So they should be here today for McMaster. They come from Cerritos, California to Goodyear, Arizona, which is down by Phoenix, up to here, all in a day. I really like McMaster car. We get those bolts today. We'll continue on bolting around. Jim may be here later this afternoon. He's supposed to be here Friday and Saturday, and maybe even Sunday. I don't know. He comes up with his wife to be with her parents. They live in Prescott Valley, which is a few miles down the road. So he likes to come over and help me with the sim. I originally helped Jim with his sim about 18 months ago when we bought it in Hollywood, moved it over. So not only does he owe me, he enjoys coming up here and working on the sim. That's his hobby also. He has a full-size sim. We did some cleaning, did a little rebolting. We cleaned this whole side down. There's a lot of surface dust on the metal from being in storage for half a year. We're going to go ahead and finish cleaning up all the way around on the metal, unpackage some more metal, mostly clean, maybe put the CDUs in, just continue to put parts in. That's kind of the plan this morning. So welcome aboard. As usual, I'm just picking up, putting stuff away, picking up, putting stuff away. That's all I do all day. So, organization by disaster. This place will turn into a hellhole in about 10 minutes. Let's get this box. This is all the cables we're kind of working on. These here, power cables, network cables. Hold on, I hear a doggy crying. Okay, then go play with the doggy. Here, some bolts. So it goes up here. So I got the server computer set up this morning. I yanked the 4090 out of it that's been in the server and put it back in sim number 2 computer and put the 3090 back in here. Updated the NVIDIA drivers, updated Windows 11 on the server, did Cinebench, and it's now running at 36,751, which is 3% higher than it ever has been. Again, Cinebench running at 36,471. You find me a CPU that runs higher. That server is running an AMD 5950, which is not the latest AMD, but it's a beast. Okay, I gotta clean this rug just a little bit and then go back and start cleaning over there. Never ends. Okay. Another thing we did yesterday, we took this piece of cardboard we cut, a large piece of cardboard from one of the screens boxes, and made it the exact shape of a monitor, so we can put it up on the wall and see where it's going to fit. Which reminds me, I might have to go with my wife. Target. Hold on, I'll be right back. We Jim and I went over to Best Buy yesterday to look for some brackets to put on the wall. So we're going to, the front screen that's up there now, it's got the blanket on it, is on a stand that puts it exactly, who knows how much. Let's see, how far does it put it from the window? Let's see. The screen to the front of the sim is now 14 inches. So the screen to the front of the sim is 14 inches from the back of from the same spot to the window. The frame of the window is 14 inches. I could take the TV off the stand and mount it to the king posts on the window, but then I would only gain 8 inches, so I'm not going to do that. So my plan is to get some new brackets. Hold on. So we're going to leave that TV on that bracket because the amount of work to gain 8 inches, we can move this sim that way back that direction. 8 inches isn't worth the effort. I've got enough room in this room behind the sim to do what I need to. Bigger room, nice. But we need to put the other two screens on the wall with articulating brackets that come out from the wall and rotate. And we've got a couple of brackets that are either too heavy, too old, or won't work. So we've got a couple of options. We went to Best Buy and we looked at the Sanus model, the top of the line, does everything, tilts up and down. It just had too many axes we're not going to need to move. And it was $250, and that wasn't going to happen. Not since I need two of them. So we want to be able to push that screen up against the wall and then move it, tilt it out, and touch it to the other screen. So it needs to be adjustable. When I helped Jim install his, we put Jim's sim together. We went over to Best Buy and bought some nice brackets. The Best Buy model, they were $60. They were great. So we were at Best Buy and we saw them. They're $60. I'm going to go over to Costco. They've got a good one over there that probably will meet my needs, but I'm going to look online real quick and look at it and see if maybe that's a better way to go. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm off to Costco. I'll be back in a little bit.
Danny, where's the little stool that I step on to block it?
Okay, it's hours later. It's now 11:45. And had to go to Costco and Best Buy and where else? Target. We picked up a pair of Sanus preferred full motion TV wall mounts, 55, 37 to 90 inch. They go left, right. I like the way they shift left, right, and tilt because the studs aren't necessarily centered where I want the TV. I'll have to shift the mount to the left, and this unit gives you the capability of not only having multiple hole patterns for the studs, but you can shift on the plate, you can shift the TV. So that'll be good. So we got a pair of those. We cannot put the studs up, I mean the plates up, until we know the height that we're going to be at. We know the depth because the front screen is fixed where it's going to be. But the problem becomes is the height, so I need to put the windows on and the top to make sure I can't see the top of the left screen. You would think it'd be the top of the center screen, but it's the left screen. When you're looking out the left window, you don't want to see the top of the screen. It breaks the immersion. You can't help the bottom with this size screen. That left window on the front is actually the left side front window. There's two windows, left and rear and front on the left side, is the biggest window. It's not the front window, it's the left one or the right one on the first officer's side. So when you look out that window, you don't want to see the top of the screen, TV screen. It breaks the immersion terribly when you're just sitting in the cockpit. Seeing the bottom isn't so bad, and we can mitigate that by using some mesh at the bottom of the screen underneath, like the type you use when you come through a door or a mosquito screen. It tends to diffuse the light. So we need to sit in the cockpit and make sure we don't see the top of the left screen, and once we determine that, then we will raise the center screen to match that. So it's a process where we have to do the windows, left screen, center screen, put the mounts on. And so hopefully that's going to happen in the next couple of days. Got to get the screws in to finish the bottom half of the shell, put the windows on, put the top on, put the braces on, mount the overhead, blah, blah, blah. So, let me get some coffee and press on. Okay, found the coffee. So we've got the brackets here. I'll move them out of here. I just want to show you. These are a pair of them. We're on the sim overflow room. Okay, I'm going to continue cleaning up front. I was doing some cleaning up there. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go up there and clean a little bit and then come back here and probably put the CDUs in. Stand by. We found the little network switch. We have the ingenious 2.5 gig switch up underneath the deck. Although we have 1 gig service coming in, all the 4 or 5 computers all get hooked to the 2.5 gig switch, and we can transfer files much faster. But we don't have enough ports on that switch for everything we have on the sim, so we need another switch. And we use this little 1 gig switch. So I've got to put it underneath and I have to make a new label. So let me make a label here. Use this little P-Touch 1000. I've been using it for years. There's better ones out there, but this is the one I've been using for years. I like to label everything. I get underneath there and I can't figure out anything. Well, and I'll look and say, what's that go to? It's my OCD. Can't help it. And I don't like using this blue tape. This is strictly temporary. Nothing's worse than having blue tape on everything. It looks so amateurish. And underneath the deck we have, up on the deck in the back we have a switched AC outlet, multiple plugs, and underneath the deck we have a 6-port unswitched AC outlet for things that we don't ever want to unplug, like network switches ever. Okay, this is all set to go. Put this underneath there. And then we'll have to hook them together, so I'll need a short little network cable. This is the shortest one I got. It's a mess. You know something? I think oh, here it is. A little bit shorter than that. Let's go hook this up. So my CDUs will hook in here. They're only one gig, so they'll hook in here. Here, here. Okay, that's all hooked up. I was going to move this camera back there so you can see what I was doing, but the problem is I have to disconnect the AC power, and I don't want to do that. It'll kill the recording, but tomorrow I'll have another webcam and I'll be able to show you. Anyway, I'll leave that underneath there. I'm going to hook up the AC power for the AC power cord for the power supply, the two power supplies. I got a computer power supply for the overhead, the 5 and 12 volt. I got to hook the AC cord into it, and I've got a power supply way back up underneath the deck that feeds the MIP 5 and 12 volts. So I've got to put plugs on both those and plug them into the switched outlet. So I'm going to crawl underneath the back and do that. Oh, okay. I got working on a list of items that need to be plugged into the strip in the back. So I got my little, so in the back I have two strips back there, two power strips. One looks like this. One is a Belkin. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get the light on it. So it's a Belkin power strip. It's got nice heavy cord on it, and more importantly, it's got 12 available 3-prong outlets. So why am I getting 60 hertz noise on this camera? Can you see that? You get 60 hertz noise coming across this. Wonder why. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Huh. Didn't do that before. Okay. Anyway, so I got 12 available ports on this AC panel, and right now I've got 9 being used. The shaker, Allen Bradley power supply, and these are all switched with my little remote. The Flight Illusions power for all the gauges, the overhead power supply, the computer power supply for the overhead. Work light on the MIP, it's the light that's back there, so I can look in the nose. The primary flight display, nav display for the captain's side. The MIP power supply that provides power for the power supply for the main instrument panel. The first officer's PFD nav display, the multi-way function display, and the MIP hub. They all use AC power. That's 9 of the 12, so I'm sure we'll have more in a few minutes. But so as I go through this, I come back here to get stuff, and every time I do, I pick up a tool or something that needs to be put away, or oh, I was looking for that. There it is. So we're going to go back up in the nose and do some more wiring. Unfortunately, the camera will not reach up there today. It will tomorrow. And we will definitely take you on a little trip up to the nose. So, I'm going to pause again while I go back there and crawl back underneath and do some more wiring. I would be bolting up shell parts, but we're waiting for bolts to come in today. we were looking at power supplies, and I said I need a multifunction display. That's the lower, upper display in the middle is called the ECAS, and the lower one's called the multifunction display. And I just found ours. I've been looking for it. It was in a box, so I need to get it out and install it. They go right between the CDUs. So, cut this off. See what this looks like. My original one was too long. My throttle quadrant ran into it, so I bought a new one. This is made by B-Tronics. Some remote board I don't use, and it's more than acceptable. Fortunately, I had to turn it in a portrait to a landscape orientation, and it gives you a little less. What do you call it? When you look from the side, it's not as bright as from the front. I forget the technical term for that. From the first officer side, it's a little duller, but we don't care about first officers. They're just necessary inconveniences sometimes. Okay, this is the screen for the MFD, and this is the MFD screen. So it gets a HDMI and it gets a power supply. So this one that says MFD might be the new one, it might be the old one. I don't know. The one that's in there is probably the new one. And this is the old one. Because why would I leave the old one in there? I don't know. That fits. The little MFD screen fits right in there, and that screen goes on. So we're going to put this right over here with the CDUs that we're going to install a little bit later. And we'll take this up forward with us. Another thing we can knock off the to-do list. Okay, I'm going back up forward. Okay, we got the MIP power supply hooked up, and we've got lights on the MIP. You can't see them very well, but it's lit up now. So we got 12 volts and 5 volts on the MIP. Let me shut these lights off here so I'm not too blinding. We'll see. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. And you can see we got MIP lights. You got lights on the MIP, glare shield, power. Okay. Lights back on. Four lights back here. Okay. I think that should give me power for the pedestal now. Let's see, we got power to the pedestal. That should be this one right here. And I'm gonna need a voltmeter. Which I have. Somewhere. We got 2 voltmeters, I can't find either of them. I know I got 2 voltmeters. One's in the garage. Okay, I gotta find my voltmeter. Time out. Right back. I gotta find my voltmeter. Found my voltmeter. Nice clamp on AC/DC voltmeter. Let's hop up here and measure this voltage coming out of the MIP power supply. It goes to the pedestal. So I have all quick disconnects for the pedestal. So the pedestal goes in pretty easily, but we need power for it. Now we'll check the overhead power supply, make sure we get power up there also. And we'll go to volts. Right there. Let's see what we got from a voltage here. This should be 5 volts right here. Let's just try it right down through here. There. And there. Nothing. Why? Let's check this. 12 volts right here. And there's 12 volts. I'm recording right now.
Oh, I thought you said you were eating.
I'm gonna have lunch just a second. I'll be right out. Why doesn't these probes fit here? Of course my probes don't fit in there. You know, it's just one thing after another. We're gonna find my other leads. Okay, we busted out the other voltmeter, the fluke. Should fit in here a little better. Okay, here's the positive and negative. Right there, and right there. And there we go, 5 volts. Okay, we're all set there. Now let's look at the overhead. This is a good amp meter, voltmeter, this little one I like, but the leads are too thick. I'll just put it away. Especially like it for its DC amp meter capability. How about we just take the leads from this one and put it over to this one? I prefer this one because it's smaller. Okay. This one here. Here, and put it on the shelf. Okay. Now we want to do the overhead power supply. And that's going to be this group of wires here. Okay, and that's going to be IRS 12 volt right here. And I got tape on the end of it because the tip is exposed. That's not good. Tips. Yeah. And we should have 5 volts coming up here. This says aft something light power. I'll have to relabel this. And then we should have a 5 volt. IRS display. Where's the 5 volt? Here's the 12 volt. Oh, this big heavy one's the 5 volts. Okay, so we're ready to plug it in. Give it a try. Ugh. Go around here. Make sure the switch is on the power supply. I can't tell. I need a flashlight. Again, every little job, we go looking for stuff. Flashlight right here. That's exposed. We got an exposed wire here. We got to tape it off right now. Blue tape will be fine. IDL on this side. It's got an exposed wire. It's not good. Better check the other side too. Oh, it takes a small short. Light is not good. Let's see this one. That looks good. See, there's a trick to connectors. Always make the hot female. Male is the spade, the receptacle is the female. Hot's always female. Okay, let me plug this power supply in. Ugh. And it should be this one right here that says overhead. Overhead power supply. Okay, heard it come on. All the connections. Because we have so many connections back here, I'm going to touch them all, make sure they're all tight, because this thing's been jiggling around for a while in the truck. And let me make sure we got 5 volts here and 12 volts. Okay, so this should be there. This should be 12 volts. The IRS display. Volts. Very nice. And this big heavy one here should be 5 volts. Right here. Mostly for IDL. This should be 5 volts. And we have 5 volts. Okay. Both power supplies powered up. That's good. IBLs are working. Okay, it is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Although I've only been recording a few minutes, it seems like a lot of time has gone by. I'm gonna get a quick sandwich, come back here and continue on the front, wiring stuff up. Hopefully my bolts should be here soon, and we'll press on. Now we just spent the last hour in the back of the MIP tie wrapping wires up for all the USBs. We'll take you back there probably tomorrow. All the wires go from the 2 rudder pedals and the yoke for the pitch and the roll and all the buttons to the USB card. Get that all hooked up and tie wrapped. All the USBs, most of the plugs put in, so you're pretty good in front. Then we found a little AC adapter plug, a little plug that hooks into the MCP that provides 12 volts. It was dangling back there. Surprised it didn't short out. So we immediately shut down the power and pulled the MCP out slightly right here. Pulled out the MCP, found the cord that was dangling, plugged it in, and now we can push this MCP back in place. Disaster, oops. So now, same problem as yesterday, the end things get a little, the clips on the ends get jammed. So you need a little screwdriver and you gotta pop them open. And if you don't remember that, you'll fight it the rest of your life. So let me get a little screwdriver. And where'd my little screwdriver go to? Oh my goodness. Here it is. Nope, that's, I'm looking for a flat blade. It must be back around the front. Here it is. So I really would like to show you all the wiring I did up front, but I don't have a camera to put up there until tomorrow. So we'll take you up there tomorrow and show you everything we've done. So I'm drinking coffee and Diet Coke at the same time. A little shaky, guys. Let me just pop these clips off the end. I need a light. Just lay this light right down here, like that. This light here. I think that's it. Yeah, that side's done. Over here. This side. Just like that. There we go. So because I have those relays that come out of the wall on the A and B phase, and on the number 1, I have it hooked to the terminal strip down at the bottom. Oops, sorry about that. I have it hooked to the terminal strip down here with all the 12 AC plugs, and that powers up the whole MIP overhead. Everything comes up. You can hear the fly illusion gauges power up. So everything powered up. And background lights, these should all, dimmers all work. That's good. Those all work. Okay, we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and, I think I've done up front. I got a little bit of cleanup to do there. So this can turn, this little switch can turn off all the power to overhead everything. And the number 3 is for the light. That light. And we'll hook up some other things to that relay. Makes life a lot easier. So, still waiting for screws to come in. As soon as I do a little cleanup in the front up there, and right down in there is the AC. And we'll show you all that tomorrow. When we get the other webcam. I'm going to go back in the nose. Get the vacuum all this down in here. And then put the CDUs in and the MFD. Let's go see if we get parts coming yet. That would be really nice if we got the screws coming. You see the sign right here? I don't know if you can read it from back here. It says, "Caution, maintenance being performed. Do not operate controls or aircraft systems. This placard to be used in conjunction with system deactivation tag MIP OH 68. After you store captain's logbook stowage compartment." To remind me that I'm working on it. Don't do anything stupid, which is probably too late. Let me mosey back up here for a second. Okay, I need a little Velcro. Gonna Velcro down the, I think my power plugs. Pink. Cute, huh? I'm gonna Velcro down that AC power strip. And we'll start up here. Here with me. We're going to take our AC adapter plug in the front that everything's plugged into and put some Velcro underneath it. We got some nice 4-inch Velcro here. I'm going to probably have to order some more. I might as well just get it out right now. So what I do, 2-inch. I got tons of Velcro here. Lots of Velcro. What I do, ouch, is my screens touch each other at 45 degrees, and the bezel on the screens I want to be just touching, actually overlapping, because each bezel is 10 millimeters. And if I overlap them at 45 degrees, I can actually make it less than 20, the total of both. I can make it probably 15 millimeters, so you can't tell it in the video very much. So the trick is to pull them together. The stands themselves or the brackets on the wall help a lot, but the mass of the screen tends to make it move where it wants. So what I do is I take this 4-inch Velcro, and first I'll take some 2-inch Velcro, which I don't have. Yeah, I do. I got the 2-inch Velcro here. Take some 2-inch Velcro, and I'll put it down the side of each monitor, right on the edge, where the two screens come together. The screens on the back kind of bend in a little, and I'll put 2 pieces of Velcro there. And then I'll take the 4-inch Velcro, the hooks, because I put the loops on the TV, I'll take the hooks, 4-inch, and I'll run it down between the 2 pieces and kind of run my hand down the middle of it, and Velcro grabs the screens and pulls them together. And it serves 2 purposes. It tends to line up the screens after I've got them all where I want them, and level and exactly where I want them. It pulls them together and holds them steady. And more importantly, it blacks out so there's no light coming through from the back side where the windows are. Light doesn't come through, so I don't see the light. And that's the main thing, is to block the light, plus pull the screens together. So I'm just going to happen to use the same, and this even says 82-inch TV backer. I'm going to see how long this is. I'm going to need some more of it. I will get it ordered. This is the, fortunately this is just this is the hooks, the soft stuff. I don't have any of the loops, do I? Yeah, I do, right here. Loops, 4-inch. So what I need is, let's see how long I need. I'm going to measure the TV. I think it's 41 inches. Yeah, 41.5 inches. So, let's see how long we have here. Exactly. I'll hang this up on the door so it'll straighten out. This is exactly the length I need, 41 inches. So, one's the hooks, one's the loops. Oops. Here, let's see how long this one is. This should be exactly the same length. It is. Okay, so, these are the hooks. I'll put the loops, the softer stuff on it. I'll cut it in half, and I'll put 2 inches. I'll put 2 inches on each TV. And I come in with the hooks and run it down between them and pull the TV together. So I got enough for one TV. I got to buy more for another TV. And I might as well just hang these up so they'll straighten up. I'll put it over the door. Okay. Now I need some for that power supply back there, I mean that AC strip. Let's see what I got. Well, what can I make work? There's some right here. I need 13 inches. That's the same stuff, so that ain't gonna work. Hooks, I need loops. I need 13 inches of loop. What's this? This is very soft. Oh, this is felt. You got felt, okay. I didn't realize you still had felt left over. Nope, I don't have any more hook. So I could use this underneath 3 strips of this. So I need 13 inches of this. And let's look at here's the other one we have. We'll just measure it out here. We'll get the scissors. Scissors should be right here. straight. Okay. Cut another piece over here. Okay. And we'll put this down on the deck. And then we'll put this hooks, a couple strips of hooks on the back side of that one that's in there. There's that one. And this got sticky back on it, so I'll just pull it off. So I'll need pieces of this. One. Two. And three. I think 3 pieces should do it. 1, 2, 3. 4 will be too wide. 3 pieces of that. We're going to have to power down so we can flip this thing over. Flashlight up there. Flashlight. Ugh. I'm going to power down. That's number 1. Go on the other side. I'm going to lay this Velcro down on top of here. One. 2. And 3. Pull up the sticky back. One. 2. And 3. I'll pull up the sticky back on the bottom piece. Okay, get all sticky back off. I'm going to lift this up, lay it down. Put the power supply. Just set it down. Down right there. And set this one on top of it. Just like that. Done. Just press on it. A little rub. Look at that. Never going anywhere again. Now that AC plug is not going anywhere. Good work, Pat. It's done. So now the Belkin power strip is Velcroed down. It's not going to move around with all plugs in it. That's it. Put this away. Clean up this Velcro and start on those. Just start on the open even light. Start on my. Hold on a second. I'm just hoping that UPS truck shows up soon. Let's hang our light right here. Behind you so the camera doesn't bleed out. Like that. That's good. Let's power it up. Make sure everything's powering up still. So that's number 1 on the relay, right here. On. All the gauges came on, the screens came on, flight illusion gauges came on. They're all doing their self-test. Nice. Okay, I'm going to turn this back off. Put all this Velcro back away. Oh, I got to order some more 4-inch Velcro. Make note to self. Here's my little yellow notepad right here. Let's look at our little list of things to do. I need a pen. Use this one. Things to do. Oh, I don't know if you noticed the t-shirt. Flight Simmers. Working from home before it was cool. This was the Flight Sim Expo t-shirt for the expo that was towards the end of, was it 3 years ago, end of COVID in San Diego. Little story. So the night before Flight Sim Expo in San Diego, which was basically 2 miles from where I lived, I could walk there almost easily at the Town and Country. Get a call from Evan, Evan and Phil actually own it and run Flight Sim Expo. Get a call from Evan. The guy that was supposed to do the first presentation on Friday about building a flight sim cockpit couldn't make it in from Boston because of the flight problems with COVID and everything back then, about 3 years ago or more, 3.5 years ago. Could I stand in and talk about my experience on building flight sims, cockpits? And nothing's better than me talking about me. I mean, ego bird, right? So all I did was send Evan I linked him into my Dropbox for all my pictures for my builds. And I get there Friday, and I was the very first person to get up on stage Friday and give a presentation, and very casually get up and just talk about why you don't want to do this, and how you can afford it, why you don't want to do it, all the pitfalls of building a flight sim. So that was quite an experience, and this was a T-shirt that they gave that year. Flight simming, working from home before it was cool. Okay, so on my list, I got a rewire network plug. I haven't done that. Okay, install the CDUs is next. I think I ordered the Cat 5 cables. I needed a 15-footer. Okay, let's go to Amazon. I think I ordered a 15-foot cable from Amazon. Okay, let's look at my orders. Track your orders. There it is, arriving tomorrow, 10 p.m. Tomorrow, my new webcam, a couple other things. So that's on order, so I can mark that off the list. Put the MIP center bolts in, I did that. Wire the nose, done. OBS bot, that is on order. NVIDIA drivers. And my server, I might have mentioned this previously, my server computer usually has a 3090 in it for streaming purposes. All the sim computers, 3 of them have 4090s video cards. So I had to swap video cards around today, and I updated the server NVIDIA drivers to the very latest ones, 565 point something, did that today. Updated Windows for Windows 11, ran Cinebench and came up with a fabulous number. And Cinebench was about 3% higher than when I shut it down because of upgrades to Windows, most likely. Let's see, Best Buy, we got that, the brackets. Don't need a microphone. So I was supposed to put something on my list. Oh, Velcro. So let's go and just go to Amazon right now and go to 4-inch Velcro rolls. Here we go. 4-inch, 18-foot black hook and loop tape with adhesive, nylon heavy-duty hook and loop. $19 for 18 feet, $2 a foot. That's what I need. 4-inch. black by now. Come Saturday. Order placed, thanks. Okay, mark that off the list. Now we're going to do, put in CDUs. And since they're on this side, I might be able to get the camera a little closer so you, for your viewing enjoyment. Let me move some boxes around here. This. Okay, bear with me. I am going to pause the camera while I move it. Hopefully I don't crash it. If I do, you'll know why. Okay, I got the camera moved. Let me clean up a little, put this voltmeter away. And we'll hop in the cockpit and do some CDU magic. Bear with me 1 second. We're going to do a little vacuuming here, so let me hop in the cockpit and... Ouch. Hey. First things first, let's power it up, make sure everything works, and then we'll shut it back down. So, number 1 relay. You can see everything's powering up. And here the tick, 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 that's the flight illusion gauges, standby gauges, they're all going through their little self-test. Okay, everything's looking good, I'm going to shut it off. And I did have a flashlight here. What did they do with it? Of course it's over there. Okay, before I start hooking things up, I got to clean this just a little bit. Just a little dust down in here. So we'll get the vacuum, clean it out. It's going to get noisy for just a second, so bear with me. My dust rag. And of course it's not in here, it's back there. Dun, dun, dun. These yellow microfiber rags from Costco are the best things in the world. Wash them and great for dusting. And what basically we're doing is we're getting the surface dust off. All we're doing. Okay, good enough. Since we're powered down here, I can cut some tie wraps. Let me grab my tie wraps and my cutters. Got my cleaners, tie wraps. Wipe this down. I think I told you about this before at Expo. They were giving these eye cloths away. Great product. They let you take as many as you wanted. Came back in the airplane with boxes of these things. So they're great for wiping things down. Your technical rags. You can clean monitors with them and electronics. Every flat surface I have has got dust on it. Okay. Cut this tie wrap loose. See what we got here. Ouch. So this is the screen for MFD, and we'll put it over here. Stand it up. The wiring we have here. We got a USB, I'm sorry, a VGA, and it's for the MFD, right there. And here is the MFD power, right there. So those two are set. And here we've got the CDU on the first officer side. We got the power, and we got the little power, and this little plug that goes on the back for the lighting. So that's going to go on this side. Here, and this same set of wires is going to go on this side for the captain side. Okay, and what is this? This is a first officer's HDMI, and I guess the captain side is the next thing we got to find. Where the hell is it? Do we have one? We're missing one. So this goes now. We've got to have it in here somewhere. This goes to the ZHSI computer. So for the ZHSI software that Picatonga wrote, it drives all the displays. So we've got, I think we got 6 displays. We got captain side, primary flight display and nav display, and first officer side. It's one screen, a 19-inch screen, separated by a bezel. So we got 1, 2, ECAS 3, MFD 4, and the 2 CDUs, 5 and 6. Actually we have 7 because we have another one for the overhead. That's this one right here for the IRS display. So I got to find this HDMI cable in this mess. And it's probably not a mess, I just don't see it. Pull this out. And go in here with my flashlight. Look around. remember we ran that big bundle of cables over here for the ZHSI? In that bundle was this cable, so it's here. I just gotta locate it. That's not it. I don't see it. It should look just, oh, dope, I just remembered. Okay, so for your flying enjoyment, we take the captain's side CDU and put it in OBS behind the seat so you can watch the captain's side CDU while I manipulate it. You can't see it from the camera while I'm flying, but if I take it and run that video through an Elgato capture card or cam link, and then take that into the server computer, and then the output of that cam link back to the CDU, then I can put that CDU behind the seat virtually, and you can see it. So that's a pair of cables from that ZHSI computer to the server computer through an Elgato cam link back to the CDU. So it's going to take two video cables, and they're already labeled. I got to find them. So let's do the first officer side. In the interim, and we'll do the. I'm going to look down in here, make sure everything looks good. Clean. Let me hit it with the brush just a little bit. So I got this great rechargeable vacuum called a Shark, excuse me. And I've had it for years, but it's a great machine. Tight, so I'm not coming back in here. That all looks good. Okay, CDU. This is I don't know if this is the captain's side or the first officer's, but we're going to find out. These are Flightdeck Solutions CDUs. They're fabulous. They're the gold standard of CDUs, and these are the network version. Doesn't get any better than this. And we'll say on the back of it which one this is. This is the captain. Of course, I wanted the first officers. So, absolutely a fabulous CDU. The buttons, the clicks are great. The screen is fabulous. A nice HDMI input. It's just you can use it on a desktop. Got these in March of 2022. I sold my other pair. And bought these. So this is going to be the captain's side. I don't need it right now because I got to find those other HDMI cables. We'll do that in just a minute. stow those boxes for later. Here's the other one. Nope. I have a video on my YouTube about unboxing these and hooking them up. If you want to look at them, I originally got them a couple years ago. So, the captain's side gets a lot more mileage than the first officer's side. I'm sorry, this is the first officer's side. Gets a lot more mileage than the captain's side of it. Okay, it's ready to go in. So this is pretty straightforward. We're going to hook up the HDMI right there. And we're going to hook up the power, which is turned off right now. The 12 volts is turned off. And that plugs in right here. And then we have this little connector, which is used for, it's dimming purposes. It's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out how that dimmer switch is supposed to be set. But that's this cable here. That goes right here. There we go. Now, I'm going to take a piece of tie wrap, a little tie wrap, and I'm going to tie wrap, and I'll use a colored one. How about orange? I'm going to hook all three of those wires I just hooked up together. If I ever have to take it out, and I don't want the wires falling back down inside, it'll go down as a group and have a colored tie wrap. Just got to put it on loosely. Like that. And then we're going to set it right there. Let me get a flat blade screwdriver. Hello, flat blade screwdriver, where'd you go? Just take, I think it's up in the nose of the plane. Nope, where is it? Oops. Oh, Andy. Who's this guy? And our sim has real dust fasteners, real rails. So what I'm going to do is pick this handle up. Make sure it's set down in here correctly. Like that. And then I'm going to do easy turns on the dust fasteners. Okay. Quarter turn spring-loaded dust fasteners. Okay, we got a little dust on this screen, which is why we got these microfiber. Let's get a little dust off. And actually, we've got a layer. That's one of them done. Now we're going to do the the multi-function display. You know, I don't think we can do that one, and I'll tell you why. Maybe. It slides out, we need the throttle quadrant in here, otherwise it's going to slide out. We'll try it. So this is comes from B-Tronics, and it actually is in portrait landscape. I turned it in portrait, and it's too wide to fit in here, so I put a little tape on the edges, black tape, gaffer's tape, and it's got a nice little expandable plastic base. It's very nice display. So it's got an HDMI also. That comes from the ZHSI computer. The ZHSI computer, not a real powerful one, but it's got two 1060 video cards with 4 outputs each. Plus I have the output on the motherboard. And that gives me more than enough VGA outputs to run all these MIP displays. Put this up. Power. There. And just slide it right in here. Now, it actually has to come up higher. That's pretty easy to do. This is on a tripod. It's supposed to come up easy. Why isn't it coming up easy? There it comes. It's just stiff. It's got this cute little tripod or Z-shaped. I think we'll do it this way. I might have it backwards. And it's going to sit right there. Okay. And then we're going to push down on it like that. Now it wants to slide out and fall out. We really should put a piece of Velcro up here to hold it in place. I think that's a good idea. We'll get a piece of Velcro on the bottom. All little pieces of Velcro, hold it in place. And the trick here is to know what is in place. And we do that by taking this display right here and lay it on top. Just like that. Push down on it. That gives the right height. And so now we can't see the edges. And we can put a piece of Velcro down there to hold it in place. That's looking pretty good right there. We'll take this off. Right here. And I got it kind of crooked so it won't slide out. And I'm going to get some Velcro. Slide it right down. Maybe a tie rack would be a better idea. Ouch. Just whacked my head. Oh, if I put a piece of Velcro right down here, it just won't slide down. Okay, that'll work. Let me take this out. Lay it down like that and get some Velcro. Right back. If we have the throttle in place, it just lays up against the back of the throttle. Scissors. Right there. Let me go through my Velcro stuff. Maybe some of this stuff will work fine right here. Nope, this doesn't have sticky back on it. This is for sewing. This isn't gonna work. Nope. This stuff will work. I've got a Velcro disaster. Ah, got me. That should work. Take some of this. Well, here's some already ready to go. Find the end of it right here. Scissors. Right there. Okay. Piece of Velcro across the bottom, which is going to be about this long. Across there, there, just do it between it. Doesn't have to be very, very strong. Just keep them sliding. Scissors. Now I don't want to put this on the bottom of the monitor. I just want to put it below it so it doesn't slide. It'll sort of like give it a little lip. Okay, get the Velcro, and I'll set it right there. Take the monitor and put it in place. Just like that. Maybe we'll put it underneath. After all. Push down Velcro. Plate on there. That. Push it down. There we go. Too much. Pull up there. Looks good. That like that. Damn it. Lift the whole thing up now. That looks pretty good. Now I gotta clean both these screens. Let me get my screen cleaner. It's right there. That's a real nice, clean microfiber cloth. And some of this, just came from Kaiser Permanente. This is a cleaning glass lenses. It's real good. Squirt. Beautiful. This one too. Back. Let's just clean them all. Nice. I'm going to do this eventually anyway. Okay, that's good. Once over, let me get this screen, both sides. Microfiber cloths are great for cleaning plexiglass and glass. Little scratched up. 8 years old, so 9 years old, what do you expect? You don't ever even notice them scratched. But it looks good. And that's going to sit just like that eventually. We're not going to put it in there because that'll slide off. We just want to get the MFD in there. So that's in. And we'll put this somewhere where it's not going to get broke. Put it right here by the pedals. Steady. Okay. So this is in. Now we got to do the captain's site CDU, which means I need to go find my other HDMI cables to go from CHSI to cam link to back to here. We got the MCP in, captain's first officer side, MFD, CDU, pedals, yokes. Man, just burning through things to do. Okay, I am going to pause it while I go find those cables. myself getting out of here. I didn't find that, but I did find this. That's where the, what do you call it, sits, but it's going to fall off. Okay, let's put it somewhere where it's not. Oh, right here. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I go find my cables. And I'll be right back. Okay, you can see up there we're missing in action. We found our little bye-bye charts and we realized we're missing something. So missing in action. We have a couple others here. We've got caffeine alarm, when we run out of coffee, out to lunch, and nap time. Right now, it's out to lunch because we've got a spoon. What's the purpose of a spoon in the cockpit at 3:30 in the afternoon? One purpose. Ice cream. Dryer's Slow Churn Caramel Delight. Not only that, I get to finish the rest of the carton, my wife said. At the end of this, it's got caramel in the bottom, and all the caramel goes to the bottom. Huh, don't grow. Not enough to get brain freeze, but does not get any better than this. Got caramel going down my lip. My wife doesn't let me scoop my own ice cream because I'm a pig. So I asked her, can I get my own bowl? She says, oh, just take the rest of the carton. She does love me. Love this stuff. Okay, it wasn't much, but if I could stick my head inside this, I would. All the caramel stuck on the bottom. That's why I'm scraping it. Getting an infusion of caramel. That was good. Okay. So we found our HDMI cables from the ZHSI computer across to the cam link, which we haven't found, from the cam link back to the CDU. In the meantime, we forgot we got to hook up network cables for the CDUs. So you got them right both here. I can run them. This is the captains and this is the first officers. So that means I'll probably have to get back in there and pop that one out. Oh! So let's go ahead and undo the zerts. Not to be confused with deserts. these things. Ugh. And I sure as hell hope I'm not going to pry it out. Do not like popping these things out. So I'm not prying, I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of a jimmy to see if I can get it to pop out. There we go. And what we do is get the network cables right here. And they're going to run down through there over to the new little Netgear 1 gig switch. Pull this out, shove this on through there. Let's see, which one's which? Captain's is blue. Officer, and they go right here. Stay back in here. This time we're not going to put desserts in because we might have to take it back out. Down. Feed this one up here, like that, and the network cable feeds right down into the hole. Goes. All right, and as long as we're down here, let's look at these CDU cables. I mean, this is a HDMI cable, and these are captain's side, right here. This is going to go over to the cam link. Being server. So you can see the button says CDU on the back of the seat. It's going to go right down through there. So we've got a network cable, we've got an HDMI cable, we've got a power, and we've got the dimmer control. And we're going to tie wrap them all together loosely. So if we ever do that with a neon one, have to get in there, it won't all disappear on us down in the hole. Try to CDU, it's over here. And it says Captain on it. March 2022. Let me give it a little spritz. Actually, it's only got a little surface dust on it, so I'm just gonna. Don't need to clean it, just need to get the dust off. Don't like pushing on that screen. It is not a touch screen. Okay, Captain. Network. Dimmer control. It's right in there. Power. It's right in there. And HDMI. Right in. There. And into the hole. Okay. This one is right there. You can tighten them up now. Those fasteners are an amazing thing. Never had a chance to read about that wiki. I think he was a Polish gentleman that designed it in the 20s. Needed a connector to hold airplane panels in place securely and be removable. DZUS, I think, is what the thing was. I think it's Polish. And they're still used to this day. The wiki is neat. It goes through all the math of how they work. It wasn't just a guess. Get it out. There we go. You know, you do this and you scratch the paint a little bit, but I'll be honest with you, it gives you that flown look. You know, my yolks are a little, paint's worn off a little, but lots of hours. I think I got 10,000 hours in this plane. And that's it, online. Okay, they're in. MFD is done. CDUs are done. I'm going to go underneath and hook up underneath now. So, definitely not out to lunch anymore. We can put caffeine warm up. As long as I'm here, okay, that can get put away. I'm done with this and this. And we're going to run that down below that HDMI cable. This is all the overhead stuff. Tie wraps back here. Put all this Velcro away. Verbiage there. I'll show you how I get the dust off my sim. Hold on. So, clean the sim. Let me get rid of this ice cream thing first. That ice cream is delicious. And my friends on my straight back shirt. you how I clean my stem. So, get the little vacuum here, and I got myself a mascara brush. Very soft. Take my vacuum, and I just dust it. And that's how I clean the tip. Mascara brush. Oops. Get the MCP. The sim is just a dust trap. It just collects dust and dust and dust. Steal one of your wife's, girlfriend's, boyfriend's mascara brushes and go to town. My emergency light for at night. Reduce power. This came from Swiss sim shop in Tucson. This little pen light. This is the people that sold me my seats. My real seats. Okay, I'm going to clear out of here. Clear all this junk out of here. And do a regroup. So I'm going to move the camera back. I'm going to move this camera back here a little bit carefully. We don't lose. Back over here. Let's see if we got it in the right angle. It's not bad. Okay. I got to clean up a little bit here. Which just means moving crap from one place to another. That's all it means. Putting it in other boxes. Nuts and bolts boxes, cleanup box, tools. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So to empty this thing, all you do is push this button and this thing pops out and dumps the garbage out of it. And every once in a while, there's a little microfilter you gotta clean, and plug it in and charge it. The thing is fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording for just a second. Oh, here, let's power this thing back up. We should be able to power everything up. No, I'm gonna go hook up the network cable before I power it up. Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna crawl around in the front. Okay, I have hooked up the HDMIs for the CDUs. Let me see if I picked them up, at least that the TP-Link, that Netgear router, that spare one. Let me see if I picked it up. Let me go here to my little app that picks everything up. Devices. Unnamed device. It doesn't say. Let's try powering this baby up. Okay, here goes. Number one. Okay, CDUs came alive. Yay! No signal. But it came on. And the MFD came on. Just like it's supposed to. Okay. Okay, we just got 2 new devices came online. Number 44, those have got to be the CDUs. I am going to disconnect the first officers and see if it goes offline so I can put it in here. Says they're both online and they're hardwired. Let's disconnect the first officer. Okay, I lost the second one. Okay, I lost the one I just unplugged, so that makes this one microchip technology. We're gonna call it CDU CO. CDU C/O. Okay. Doesn't like that name. Probably that slash. CDU space CO. And we're going to put it to the sim. Back. Still don't like that name. No spaces. Well, it should take that. Oh, hey, you gotta hit the save button, you idiot. CDU C/O. Done. Wired, home, Devices. There it is. Okay, now we're going to hook up the FO1 and it should pop up. Okay. So this is the app through our provider, Sparklight. Okay, there it is, and we'll call it CDUFO. CDU space F/O, and we'll put it to the sim, or profile, hit done, hit back, you gotta wait while it picks it up. CDU F/O. Done. Let's just wait. Okay. There it is. What's next, guys? Okay, I gotta think about this. We can probably run this cable. We'll just wait on this one. We are making real good progress. So if we had the screws, we'd work on the frame. Let's go look and see when they're supposed to be delivered. Oh, I got a package out front. Look at it's showing a picture. I got stuff delivered. I'll be right back. Okay, I have gotten things delivered and I got my CDUs fired up on the network. I got the network names put in my app for the provider. CDUs are running. Everything's looking good. I'll be right back. I got stuff delivered. Why won't it pause? Why won't it pause? Okay, we have new bolts. Just came in. Ordered them yesterday. They were at Santa Fe Springs yesterday. Goodyear, Arizona, Phoenix, Prescott, and here they are. 18/8 button socket cap, black oxide stainless steel, quarter 20, half inch. Okay, we'll dump those right here. Okay. We got a total of 150 of those, and we do not need the lock washers now, because we got the serratives. The lock washers over here. Lock washers are, we use the other ones right there. So all we're going to need is these, we got 150 serrated flange nuts, quarter 20. We need those. 3 boxes of 50. Okay. So the whole point here was to get, when I find my long extension, I got some more extensions than I know what to do with. Let's get rid of all this crap. Get another battery, throw that garbage away. Okay, new battery. Ugh. Oh, that's hard. Ouch. Where's the cushion? Seat rails are hard on the ass. Got everything now. Okay, these are all done along here. I can just start right here, work my way up. So we're just going to use the serrated nuts, the half inch. Okay. that ain't gonna work. I need a chingadera. Where is it? Right here. You know something? I have my flexi. Let's try the flexi. Right here. You know something? This might work. Let's take all this crap off here. Put this in here. There you go, I have that. Flexible, just light out my face. Let's do this over here where the light's doing me a little better. Trying to get the light so it'll help me but won't blind you guys. Let's try it there. Okay. So this is the flexible shaft for my drill, and that way I can get back in these corners. Now I just need a ½ inch and serrated. I'm good to go. Hopefully I leave Jim enough work for tomorrow. I'm curious how tight this is. I can put a wrench on it and see how tight it is. Well, it could be a little tighter. Let's do number 2. So I'm thinking pretty much ready to start on the arch. So really piss Jim off. That's the brakes. Just like that. Take that back out. Go. Now this one's got 3, so I'll need the long one for that. That right here. Yeah. 3 of them. Two of them. Almost. I was going to fall on me for a second. tighten this up too much because I'm going to build the arch all the way across. Okay. Arch. Jim's just going to watch it on video. So I'm going to need 4 of them. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be a lot easier. I had Jim over here. Let's go with drift fin. Actually, the drift fin would be a lot easier. Stay. I got a drift fin. Somewhere right here. Deadliest tool in the world right there, ice pick. There we go. do that one. Jim is gonna be so mad at me. Jim asked me what time he could show up tomorrow to help me, and I said, oh, dark 30. He laughed. He'll be here a little after 9 o'clock, fully caffeinated. But lots of work to do still. Really, I appreciate his help because there's a lot of work to do, and I could do it, but it takes time. Okay, so I'm going to need one of these, arch, and a drift pin. Wow, you can't even see how high it goes, can you? Let me spin this camera up just a bit. There's the fan. There. There, not here. Okay, let's do the centerpiece now. Whoa, where do these go? I'm not sure. Oh, these go in the front. These go in the front to hold it all together. Just like this. Right there. Good. So these plates, these big plates here, go on the front, bolt everything together for the step. What we do is this guy up on top, Flightdeck Solutions, that's the top plate. I'm going to need to get a step stool. Okay. So we're going to need a couple of these, a couple of those, drift pin, and a tool. Let's go. Start with the drift pin. Bolt. Like that. And another bolt. And another bolt. nuts. I think we're gonna need longer ones because we have arches, so we have beams going across. So this is just temporary. To hold it up. Okay, this is here. Drift head. Nut. Four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's arches that go all the way across. You're gonna need longer bolts, but I can't do that. So I determine which ones are which. We'll just get it started. Tighten this up. Little trick with this ice pick. Put the cover on when you're done. This thing will just kill you. It's scary. You can't find the end for it now. Scary and I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. Stiffens everything up, but loosen it all back up, put the arches in. The cross beams would be I got the fan going full speed in here, so it's got a little click to it. Okay, nice. Gotta start tightening this stuff up now. But I don't want to tighten this up until I get the windows up. And it's now 20 till 6, so I'm gonna call it a day. I could stay here all night, screwing and doing everything, but I gotta save some fun for Jim tomorrow. Let me wash my hands, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get some hot water going here. I've got a recirculated pump in the house and I don't run it all day. I don't need to. So let's get it going now. Okay. Okay. I wonder how many times you can crack my skull on this thing. Let's see what we got something here. Out to lunch, nap time, missing in action. How about nap time? Yes. Well, what I did is I rebolted the whole bottom section. We had all that weird stuff in, and I just tightened up the bottom section at the back, not at the front, because we noticed it tightened up the front until we put the windows up. And then I put the arch in. It was pretty easy. All I needed was my, my drift pin, my blue one. Drop it in, and then one bolt, and then do the next one, drift pin and one bolt. And get the whole arch in pretty quick. You can watch the video. I'm going to post a video here in just a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey guys, I'm going to shut it down. I'm talking to Jim on the phone. He'll be here in the morning. We got a lot done today. Jim, let me call you right back. I'm going to finish this up. I'll call you right back. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I think you're here most of the day. Get the CDUs in, got the MFD in, got the extra network box in, got the front cleaned up, got all the wiring tie wrapped up in front, powered it up. Look, it's powered up. Got all the extra hardware we needed to finish the job. Got the arch in, moderately tight. We'll have to loosen it back up. Jim's going to be here in the morning, and we'll start putting windows in and arches. So tomorrow will be a big day, so make sure you're here. I don't know, it's got that airplane feel. It's a big deal. It's big though, isn't it? I mean, I'm standing on the ground and I can barely reach the top when I'm standing on the ground. We got a step that goes in here. I get that airplane feel. I like it. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and post this and in exactly 3 hours. Bye-bye.